and welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. So we're going to go ahead and get into our special feature today, which is titled A Christmas Blessing. You can actually find this film streaming right now for free on YouTube. But first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. During the holidays, a man comforts a recently widowed woman and her 4 children. Friends, this film was absolutely heartwarming. It is going to tug at your heart, pull at those heartstrings. There are going to be tears that are shared quite frequently through this film. So I want to prepare you by telling you to make sure you have your little tissues and so forth with you. But it is not like the worst thing in the world. You're still going to absolutely love this film. You're going to care for the characters here because you're going to feel for them. I mean, it is tough for a lot of people around the holiday seasons for many, many different reasons. It does bring back for many people who may be grieving the loss of a loved one, who may be going through heartbreak, for, just different relationships that are no longer there, or, just those changes in life, just changes in the seasons. Like, we really have no idea what our next door neighbor may be going through. So it's definitely a time where people tend to show people tend to be at least a bit more compassionate than they are year round. Even though I feel like this should be a year round thing. Every day we should be conscious of that everybody could be in a different situation than you may be in, and you just want to tread softly, kind words, just acknowledging people, sharing more smiles, more laughter, just taking every moment to rejoice and give people a reason to smile. You know what I'm saying? And this film just reminds us of that, because here we're introduced to Pamela here, who has lost her husband at war. I mean, he went out very honorably, but of course, at the end of the day, I mean, yes, you may be proud of your spouse for having done what he had to do and doing whatever God led him to do, but at the end of the day, you wish he were there with you and your children, and you miss that person. Nothing can really replace that or make it, make up for it in a way. And I understand that. And we see so many moments in this film with Pamela here that she is constantly revisiting those moments that she had with her husband, her spouse, and she is remembering those good times, as well as those times where she was a bit hesitant, a bit skeptical of just letting him go, because knowing that that may be the last time. And even though you don't want to accept that that could be a possibility, in her mind, in the back of her mind, you can see it on her face that she knows how real that is. And still she has to do what so many spouses around this country, around the world do, and that is go ahead and let their spouse do what they're called to do. And that can be very, very challenging. And so it just really pulls you in to see her revisit those moments, especially because she did have such a amazing husband who was an amazing father, and their entire family depended on him. Their entire family loved him, and he was just absolutely amazing in every way. And you just see that through these images that are constantly playing in the minds of Pamela here, as well as her children. And yet on the other end, we have Earl, who has gone through his own thing, and he is still fighting that. It's a daily battle to fight for, just to fight for that peace, and to fight to stay in your right mind, even though you know that things around you are constantly changing. What you're dealing with, him not having his children, around that holiday season does affect him in a very, very life-changing way. And they're just coming into each other's lives at a very, very vulnerable time. And yet to see God kind of work through their pain and them working through each other to just bring that comfort, to bring that hope, and just to bring that peace of knowing that even though, yes, you have been through some things, but God is still here. He has not left. And that can still, that does bring you comfort, but you still never know what people may be going through, what they may be feeling. I mean, pain is pain, and nobody can tell you how you should be feeling with whatever you're going through. And we see that a lot throughout this film here. So for those of you who are dealing with something along these lines, whatever it may be, emotional type of thing. I mean, so many different things that you could be feeling around this time of year. I believe this film would definitely would bring you some kind of comfort to see that someone else has lived this, someone else is living this, and you're not alone. And I think at the end of the day, for human beings, we want to know that we're not alone, that we're not by ourselves, that somebody out there understands, somebody out there feel what we're feeling. And this film reminds me that that is the case. Even though it may not feel like it, you can rest assured that that is what's going on. And we just never know what's going on behind those closed doors, around those houses that you may be passing by, or apartments you may be passing by every day. You don't know what's going on behind those closed doors, or whatever pain somebody may be feeling. But we can know this and be assured that God is here. He is there for us. So that's really all I have to say in regards to this film. Y'all give me a moment because I did not pull it up yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. Y'all just give me a second, because I said I am gonna keep my promise. God is near. Yes, he is near. So I'm just pulling up that version now. All right. God is near the brokenhearted. We're coming out of Psalms 34:18. And this is the New King James Version. And it reads, "The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart." So I really, and say such as have a contrite spirit. That is Psalms 34:18. I really wanted to leave you all with that scripture, because it does, even me, it brings me comfort to know that God is near. And it's just comforting. It just gives you such peace to know that he's here. He hasn't left you. So that's all I have for this video. Until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.